Here is why the earth is flat and space does not exist. Look at this. All fake images, not one real image. This is obviously fake. This image right here is obviously fake. 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 All of these are fake. Every single image is fake. Now, if there really was thousands of satellites, how come all these images are fake? Fake. You can do this yourself live. Go on Google, type in images of the earth from space, and you will see that every single image is fake and CGI or a composite. That's fake. That's not real. All of these are fake. Now, let me type in NASA official. Look, all of these are fake. Not one official image. None. Not a single one. It's a hoax. A hoax. All these are fake. Look at this. Look at this. Where are the stars? Where's the moon? That's obviously fake. Look at this. Look at the moon. Look at the moon. Let me put this in full screen so you can see. Look at, where's this green stuff? Where's this green stuff right here? It's fake. And you idiots think it's real. NASA's fooling billions of people. Billions. You morons think this is real? It's obviously cropped in. And I'm the supposed crazy one? No stars. Nothing. Any moron could instantly go on Photoshop and make an image of the earth. Anybody. And you people think it's real. Look at this. This is their Instagram, NASA's Instagram. These are all real pictures. At least that's what NASA tells us. These are all official pictures from NASA. That's fake. That's obviously fake. This is probably real. But any picture that's a painting. It's an artist's concept. They can't actually, why don't they give us concepts? Don't they have millions, thousands of satellites, or like satellites that they put in the galaxy to like take pictures? Why do they need satellites? How do we know this planet even exists? How do we know? Because NASA only gives us paintings. The space does not exist. And I know I'm going to lose a lot of followers for this, but I'm not going to sell out. I'm not going to sell out just so I could keep like living a lie. It's not real. This is all paintings. Why do they give us paintings? Artist concepts. No real proof. That's obviously not from space. That's from a freaking airplane. Doesn't prove space is real. Look. Animation. First of all, if you believe this is real, they tell us this is real. How in the world do they get that close to the sun if the sun is burning so hot that it burns, that we can feel the heat from millions of miles away? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. And you idiots think this is real. Another concept that looks fake as heck. That's how these astronauts train. They train underwater, and then they add some compositry to it, and then they make it look like space. They blank out the background, they blank out the blue, and make it black so they can make it look like space. That's how these people train. It's a hoax. Look at this. Fake. Any moron could instantly go on for, oh wow, oh blurs, wow, That's total proof. If you don't believe this, you're crazy. Wow. No. No. Look how fake that looks. This is official. This is supposedly official footage. Look, NASA moon photobombs our view of Earth. So they're saying it's real. It's real. They're saying this is actually real. They're saying that's actually the moon. And why is the moon like a different color in this picture? Shouldn't it be like glowing? Shouldn't the moon be glowing? Why is it like dark? It doesn't make any sense. See, even people are waking up in the comment section on Instagram. They're realizing that the earth is flat, which it is. It is. No proof that it's round. It's just lies. We are living a lie. Nothing we read, or barely anything we read in our textbooks, are actually real. Who knows? Humanity could have started like 10,000 years ago, but they only are saying like history is not what we're being told. They could have just changed the textbooks, because whatever we read in the textbooks is what we believe, because we didn't have the internet until a few years ago, so they had a complete monopoly on information for the past thousands of years. Whoever is in control of this stuff. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. They're lying to everybody. And this is obviously fake. That's, if you actually zoom in on that. Crap, I zoomed in too much. But if you zoom in on that, you could see how fake it looks. Look at that. Wow. NASA CubeSats fly free after leaving the NanoRacks CubeSat deployer on the International Space Station. We already know the International Space Station is not what they tell us. Seen here are the STM-SAT-1 and 2 NODIS satellites. Blah, blah, blah. More bullcrap. Oh my gosh. And people think this is real. They think all this is real. Tell me how gravity exists when freaking balloons go up into the air. And the whole entire concept of gravity is bigger objects pulling in lighter objects or smaller objects. But if balloons are just able to float freely in the air, and you see that actually that's not true. The bigger the object, the faster it will fall to Earth. And the smaller the object, the slower it will fall to Earth. So this is just one big lie. And people just believe it because it's taught in their textbooks. I'm sorry I have to wake you guys up, but it's true. I'm new to this information as well. I'm new. I just learned it a year ago, and it was mind blowing. It completely destroyed my entire concept on what Earth actually is. Look at this. Look how fake it looks. Any sculptor could just sculpt that, take a picture in front of a black background and say, oh, look, it's a official picture, and it looks like a sculpt. It looks like a sculpting of it. It doesn't look like an actual satellite view. Look, it's tunnel vision. Just look at the edges. Tunnel vision. And I know you guys aren't going to believe me, so I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in as much as I can. Look at that. Why are the edges like that? Why are the edges like that if that's supposed to be a planet or something? And we're supposed to believe that the Big Bang happened, and over billions and trillions of years, I don't know how many years they say it is, they change all the time, but over billions of years, an explosion happened and planets slowly formed into perfect spheres. Why do they all form the same shape? That's what gets me. Why do all planets always form the same shape? Like that just confuses me. Like a big explosion, a random explosion that's supposed to have everything happen randomly, but yet they form perfect spheres. Wow, that makes absolutely no sense. What they're telling us, you have to think for yourself for once, people. Don't just believe it because it's some big organization. Look at this. Look how fake that is. It's obviously fake. That looks like a movie. Looks like it could be in a movie. Looks like CGI. Again, fake. Any moron could produce that. It's a composite. It's using real images and merging it into fake ones. Or CGI. Again, why are there so many stars? Yet when we look at the sky, we only see a couple stars. Why are there so many stars in this image? But when we look up in the sky, we can't see. We can only see like maybe 100 if we're lucky. That's the most I've seen in a single sky. But this is supposedly showing millions. And it's from the Hubble Space Telescope that, of course, nobody else has access to except this small group of people. And they're feeding us the lie of the Earth being round, which of course it is not. Look at this. Again, they're merging an image of an airplane and putting green screenery into it. Oh, we're just supposed to believe that's real also. Absolute morons. I mean, I understand if you believe in this stuff. Like, I kind of didn't want to wake up to this as well, because I'm a fan of sci-fi and all that, and like moving out of the Earth and exploring the galaxy. But you have to look at the facts. The facts say otherwise. The facts say that this is fake. This is absolutely fake. Look at that. That's just an image of an airplane crappily merged with a painting. You could tell some things just look off. The human mind just sees it. Look. And they still messed it up. They still made it completely flat, because they're feeding you this image of the horizon looking flat from any point in space. That would obviously be untrue, because if the Earth actually was flat, if you look into the sea or off into the sea where there's nothing blocking the vision or anything, you would see that the horizon is completely flat, which is to be expected. This is supposedly an image of a black hole. I mean, how they took this image is mind-baffling to me. It just looks like somebody just took the swirl tool in Photoshop and just freaking swirled it. And you idiots think this is real. You think this is real. And people in the comment section are just buying this like it's the coolest thing ever. Just add random colors, random lights, take the swirl tool. Wow. Amazing, right? Amazing. I'm done. I know this video is going to get like 100 dislikes. If 100 dislikes, 10 likes if I'm lucky. People believe anything. They can't pass this off as real. They cannot pass this off as real. Please tell me they're not passing this off as real. This has to be a concept. Imagine a world with wizards. Okay, I don't think they're passing that off as real. They're not that crazy, but they are. Jesus Christ. You think this is real? This is How is this real? This is not real. Anybody who even knows anything about photos and how it's composited would know that this is fake and it looks fake. Look at that. What is that? They don't tell us. It looks like somebody just used a blur tool and added purple in. And all these rocket launches, they never show it and going off into space. And how come whenever they launch these rockets, it always goes like, look at my mouse. It always goes in this pattern, and it always goes down, and then it crashes off into sea. And they say it landed in space. Wow. Picture of the sun's magnetic field. Yeah, that's totally real. Where's the equipment to prove this? Where's their equipment? Who's calculating this? How are you calculating this? They don't tell us. They don't tell us anything. Again, another fake image of the Earth. The eclipse is real. And you know something about the eclipse is it proves that the moon and the sun are the exact same size. Oh, you can't say that. You're saying the sun is only a couple miles above our head? Yes, I am saying that. I am saying that the moon and the sun are the exact same size, and we've been lied to. We've been brainwashed since birth to believe that the sun is supposedly this huge mass that burns at an impossible temperature and it reaches us millions of miles away? That's impossible. That's impossible. You cannot believe that coincidentally the moon and the sun just coincidentally match exactly. There's something obviously happening here. I mean, if you believe this is all by chance, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. That should be a wake-up call to you just looking at the eclipse. But they try to flip it and say it's some sort of scientific odyssey or whatever. It's ridiculous. And these are actors. No, the engineers in NASA, they're good people, but they believe what they're doing is actually going towards actual funding space, but these people are lied to. They're lied to. They're all for show. The engineers at NASA spend so much time building all these projects and all these big freaking things just to have them flown off into the air and crashed at sea. It's ridiculous. They don't go into space. This guy, a piece of garbage. Scott Kelly, a piece of garbage. A liar. Fake. That looks fake. Passes off as real. What is this green stuff in the sky? We don't see this from Earth, so why do they get to see it from space? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. And why is the picture so freaking blurry? This is 2016 and you're the highest funded scientific organization in the world. And yet you're saying you can't take a picture at least HD? Come on. Again, fake. Look at this. Fake. It looks like, again, somebody carved it in and just took a picture. I do not know what this is. This looks weird. Again, this right here should prove that the entire thing is fake. Like, look at this. They're passing this off as real footage right here. And yet they have nothing to show for. Okay, first I have 3 questions. How do they get this close to the sun without burning? How come the sun is like shooting? How come the sun is so hot in the first place? Like, what is it causing it to burn like that? Like, isn't space supposed to be cold? Shouldn't space like counter react the sun and make it cool down or something? And 3, how come people believe this? I love you, NASA. See, it's a cult. You guys believe whatever they're told. They don't even have to go into space because space doesn't exist. And they found that out in the 60s, in the 40s. They found out that the Earth was not a sphere like we've been told for thousands of years. And imagine how much public outrage there would be if people started finding out the Earth was actually flat and that we've been lied to all this time. There would be riots. There would be chaos. At least that's what they think. And so they're hiding this information from us by giving us this illusion that there are planets and all this other crap that exists. But it doesn't. Look, this is fake. Oh my gosh. People believe this. Ooh, look, I took a picture in the desert with a fake robot and then I changed the sky color in Photoshop. This is total proof. Why is it? It looks like a basic gradient. It doesn't even look like a sky. Why is the sky so muddy? But why is the sky so like gray and dark and cloudy, but the actual surface is like clear and HD? Shouldn't it be foggy all the way around, not just the sky? But that's just my opinion. Supposedly. Why the hell is there? Why are they flicking around water, liquid, in a space station? So if he messes up and accidentally spills the water, then that ruins the entire space station's equipment. There's just wires hanging around everywhere, no sort of waterproof system at all. If he spills that, it'll be ruined. But he's playing around with it like it's just some sort of, and that doesn't even make any sense. How come it bounces up like a ball? Shouldn't water be like, water is not just, water is not a solid, okay? Water is not a solid. It would not behave like this. Water does not just float around in one solid structure. They just did that so it would be easier to prove that gravity exists, which we know it does not. And of course, they add sci-fi music to the thing to make it look like it's more scientific or whatever. But really, anybody with even the most basic amount of visual effects knowledge could easily stage that. It happens all the time. That doesn't make any sense. How come every picture of Earth looks different? That makes no sense. Again, how did I get this close? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I don't know. I think this conspiracy, I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, just finding out NASA's lies, because after that, you open the door for all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, who knows what the Earth actually is? Nobody even knows. All we know is what they tell us and what they're hiding from us. That's crazy. That's crazy. And this is actually scary, how people just mindlessly believe this. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. No real image, not even a real looking image of the Earth. Again, swirl effect. Say it's a black hole. They just happen. I mean, when did they get sucked in? It just confuses me. Why are there so many stars? And when I look up in the sky, I can't see that many. It's ridiculous. There's not that many planets. They're just giving this illusion that there's so many planets, and it's all random. It's not all random. Oh my gosh, that looks so fake. I have a lot of questions about this. Question number 1. How did they get the liquid to be a perfect sphere? Like, you can't get it to be a perfect sphere by simply pouring the liquid out of a bottle or something. It just magically turned into a perfect sphere. The liquid. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. Look at this guy, a liar. Liar in chief. What is this? This is supposed to be real. See, people are waking up. People are waking up at a immense rate. I don't know. And NASA humanoid robots will be helpful. Robots are real. I'll give them that. But this painting is not real, so you have no right to call it real. If you think paintings, I mean, how many times are they going to show this picture? They just wait. What? Did they just reuse an old picture? Wait. They think we're absolute idiots. They already used this picture and said it was black hole. Let's go up. Look at it. Okay. All right. So. All right. So it's not the same picture, but it looks extremely similar. Extremely similar. And how come all these stars just look exactly like the one in this picture? I mean, all these stars they can see, but we can't. When we look in the sky, we can't see anything. Wow, that makes no sense. And there's galaxies which contain billions and billions of planets. Haha. No proof of this whatsoever. Except paintings, of course. And people just brainwashing our entire generation and generations to come. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with this? Wait. Super blood moon. And have no idea what that is. Again, every single image they upload of space looks fake and is inconsistent with each other. Some images have different color schemes. Some images are disproportionate to the other images. Again, what is that? Looks like there's a lot going on down there. I don't necessarily think you'd be able to see entire cities skylines from space. I mean, just think about it. Just think about it. Do you honestly think you'd be able to see city lights from space? You obviously would not, because the atmosphere and all the fog and all the clouds and basically the air molecules would just block it from you seeing it that far away. I mean, just think about it. Just think about it. Another concept art of a planet that doesn't even exist. This is not science. This is fantasy. I don't want to make this video too long, but it just never ends. That's fake. It just never ends. The fakeness just never ends. They keep uploading the same images and putting different caption on it, like they just discovered something new about it. Where's the real stuff? Where's the real stuff? You can't, because apparently their visual effects department is lacking, because they can't fake it like they could in the 1960s. They've never been back to the moon, but supposedly they can travel millions of miles into space to capture images of a black hole. Wow, that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they've never been back to space since the 1960s. That's primitive technology compared to now. The 1960s, they didn't even have... Our computers are millions of times faster than the computers in the 1960s, so how can we not calculate another moon landing? I mean, shouldn't feminists be like protesting outside NASA to land the first woman into space? Because it's fake. It's fake. They can have complete control over who protests what, who says anything about what, who wants what. So they're not going to protest about that, because the media gets brainwashing an entire generation. Alright, so go on, look at D News. D News. Another shill on YouTube. What does nuclear fallout do to your body? Obviously, nukes don't exist.
Fallout is everywhere. No, not the game or the boy, just the nuclear kind. Fallout forms within minutes of a nuclear explosion, and depending on how high the particles were propelled into the atmosphere, fallout can be carried by the wind.
This is my first time watching this video, by the way.
The original nuclear disaster. How far? All the far there is. Before 1963, a handful of countries exploded more than 500 nuclear weapons in Earth's atmosphere, blanketing the entire planet in low levels of radioactive fallout. But don't worry, when it comes to radiation, it's about dosage, and usually that dosage is low but detectable. A 12-year study called the Baby Tooth Survey collected nearly 300,000 baby teeth from children in the St. Louis area and found a 100-fold increase of isotope strontium-90 that rose and fell in correlation with those atomic bomb tests. Again, super low dosage, but it was there. So how fallout can affect you depends on data, no matter in food for at least 2 weeks. The thing is, there's a weird benefit of global radiation exposure. The isotope plutonium-239 was released into the world at exactly 5:30 a.m. on July 16, 1945, meaning it's a good
Well, let's see his actual facts for nukes actually existing. Well, this is supposedly a picture of Hiroshima. And it looks like a regular bombing. Doesn't look anything different than the other bombings. Another picture of Hiroshima. Just looks like a regular bombing. Doesn't look like a nuclear hit it at all. It doesn't look real at all. And you will see that it was not actually radiation these victims from Hiroshima were suffering, or they were not suffering from radiation, they were actually suffering from burn marks, because it was not actually a nuclear bombing, it was actually a fire bombing. Looks exactly like Hiroshima. Exactly. Look at this. And notice how only the fireproof buildings stand. Let's see if I can find an aerial view. See, look. Let's see if I can get a better picture, because AT&T sucks. Well, you can kind of make out that the fireproof buildings are the only ones that stand. It was a complete hoax. A complete hoax. It was not radiation that killed these people. It was burn marks. These people that went on TV and showed their marks all over. It was not radiation. It was not. How come these people, the Hiroshima population and all the population that's got nuked in World War II, they're not suffering any what's it called? Disformities. They're not. It's just normal. It's just another normal population that had to rebuild after the war. It's ridiculous, and you idiots that believe whatever you're told without researching it are the problem.